This pie chart shows India's energy mix. Almost two-thirds of it falls under the fossil fuel category, essentially coal. The rest one-third majorly constitutes solar and wind. The solar segment has been expanding rather quickly. Rajasthan ranks first in solar energy generation. Down to Earth went to two prestigious institutions in the capital, Jaipur, to understand the economics of installing a 1 megawatt plant costing around 4 crore rupees. Cleanmax, the solar developer for the two universities, explains how the operating expenses model or Opex business model is a win-win for everyone in the green energy business. Amity University Jaipur, spread across an area of 150 acres, decided to capitalize on its rooftop space and the open grounds for solar panel installations.
This Amity University project is a 998 kilowatt project wherein we have 505 kilowatt power to the solar rooftop system, and also we have this ground mount system of 492 kilowatt wherein we have used the latest technology trackers to optimize the solar irradiation to get the best power generation for them.
This 998 kilowatt system accounts for half of Amity's energy needs. Similarly, Cleanmax installed an 800 kilowatt rooftop solar system in Manipal Jaipur that accounts for 25% of their energy needs. So, what about the rest of the energy requirement, and how does the billing work? The answer is net metering. Net metering is an electric billing tool that uses the state electric grid to store excess energy produced by your solar panel system. When solar panels produce excess power, that power is sent to the grid. This can be taken back when the solar plants are not functioning, for example, during nights or on a cloudy day. Customers are billed only for the net energy use. This policy not only brings down the energy cost drastically, but also helps create small power generation units in almost every nook and corner of the country. It eliminates the need for an expensive battery bank and regular maintenance. What is required though is proper operation and maintenance of the panels. There are two business models when it comes to solar energy: CAPEX and OPEX model. Cleanmax follows the Opex model, or the operating expenses model, where the developer owns the solar project and the consumer only has to pay for the energy generated. This model is also called the Renewable Energy Service Company model, or RESCO model.
In terms of Opex model, the entire cost of solar is put up by the solar developer, like say Cleanmax. So we put up the solar plant in the client premises and we sign a power purchase agreement with the client, and client has to procure power from Cleanmax for a tenure of 15 to 25 years, whichever is specified in the power purchase agreement. At these two universities, Amity University and Manipal University, so when they approach us, we do an initial feasibility study in terms of technical study, that what is their load requirement, in terms of their sanction load approved by the DISCOM, and their bill trends, how much power they are using month on month. Based on that, we provide an optimal solution, optimizing the space available as well as their energy needs. Creating a balance of the two things, we provide them with the optimal capacity, and based on that capacity, we arrive to a tariff. So this is how we have signed these two PPAs with the universities for 25 years, and that's how they are purchasing green power from Cleanmax. In Rajasthan, they are procuring power from Rajasthan DISCOM say at the rate of 8 rupees. And average rooftop PPA tariff for Cleanmax would be around 4.5 to 4.75 rupees. So they save around 2 to 2.25 rupees per unit on the electricity cost, and that's how solar benefits them, and they are also using green power to energize their campus. Cleanmax gets returns from the energy sales. When we put up a solar plant, the return on investment ROI period is typically 4 to 5 years. and after that whatever energy sales we are doing is part of our profits.
This also implies that solar is one of the tech that can be scaled according to demand. So if you take under consideration a small primary school in a village, maybe with 20 or 30 kids, where they just want electricity to run 2 fans, 2 light bulbs, like I'm being very basic, right? So you can have a 2 kilowatt solar system for that, add it to the grid, so that the school is using green energy, and at the same time when the school is not working, not functioning, that energy is being fed into the grid, allowing the school to earn some extra revenue. This Amity has a 1 megawatt solar project, Manipal has 800 kilowatt, and right now I also told you a 2 kilowatt solar project can be fit on educational institute. So that is the scalability of solar when we talk in terms of the educational sector. So it can cater to one and all.
As more and more solar energy systems are connected to the state's distribution system, the demand for electricity generated by traditional methods will reduce, thus preserving the environment. The installed solar energy capacity in India stands at 63.3 gigawatts. India has plans to expand this to 500 gigawatts by 2030. This is the world's largest expansion plan in renewable energy.
%50 of the power consumed in a country is done by C&I consumers or by these private institutions. If we green them, we are taking care of 50% of the government's job. It becomes easier for the government to implement the rest 50%.